It's Living for the City here with Kiki.
And Sharice.
We're here to bring you another week full of fun activities and adventures in the city that we love called Philly. So wanted to go through our last week's events.
Yes.
We did, of course, a lot of things. And first thing up is we celebrated International Women's Day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we celebrated International Women's Day. So many messages on social media of just women's rights, equality, empowerment, standing in solidarity and unity. So we were really proud of the day and just some of the messages. And we actually got a chance to visit the Moore College of Art and Design, where we got a chance to check out the Guerrilla Girls and their art gallery and exhibit. Wow, there were some really powerful messages.
Absolutely.
That we got a chance to check out. So why don't we take you guys to the clip of just some of the things we checked out, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, so we just taking that in. That chalkboard, I mean, some of the messages on the chalkboard resonated with me, and I'm sure so many women out there. Like, there were a lot of messages. I don't even know. Like, we saw things, and we were just, they were very thought provoking.
Yeah, very interesting.
Very moving.
They really were, and I actually wrote on it on the chalkboard.
You did. I did. There wasn't a lot of space available to actually write.
There was a little space, and I was like, let me get something in there. So, and it said at the top, as you probably saw, I'm not a feminist, but if I was, this is what I would complain about. So, all of, like you said, it was very moving, very thought-provoking, and it's just interesting that the women here, even in Philadelphia, feel that way.
Yeah.
You know, so it was interesting to see and kind of, you know, it was very powerful. It was very moving. You're right. It was very moving, and I was just really taken aback by it. Some of the other posters that we saw, Don't Stereotype Me.
Right. Those.
And then the birth of feminism.
And there's other posters that we saw. Just their personal messages of some political.
Right.
But I think this year, amongst other years, it was just, there was so much out there. Not only the Guerrilla Girls art exhibit in the gallery, but there were just so many messages. Like, women are just speaking like freely, and with conviction. And I think just, you know, we're just taking that all in. And I don't know, is this year amongst previous years where we as women, we just want our voices to be heard, and just being in that gallery, you know, I get a little emotional too, because I'm just like, there are things that affect us every day, every single day. Like I said, it just really hit home for me in a couple of places. And
it made us think. It really
made us think. So
you could really feel all the energy, especially in that room. There was a lot of energy in that chalkboard room.
Right.
But it's, you know, heavy but important.
It's very important.
It's heavy stuff, but very important. So we will continue to move forward.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. So glad you guys were able to check that out with us.
And we also saw Kara Springer.
Yes.
Who was another female artist that was featured at the Moore College of Art and Design. And we're going to check out her clip right now. And let us know what you think about this one.
Okay.
So that one obviously is very different than the Guerrilla Girls, which was nice to have two different artists.
Because Guerrilla Girls are more of activists.
Yes.
So there's activism and they send their message a little bit different.
Right.
And the Guerrilla Girls, so they're masked and you know their identity is hidden. But Kara obviously her artwork is much different.
Yes. Her that particular exhibit that is on display right now is 10 Days Before Freedom, a Hymnal. And that actually dates back to the early 1800s when, in the Bahamas, when the Africans were freed, and it was 10 days. They didn't realize it, but it was 10 days later. They had already been free for 10 days.
Wow, isn't that something?
So it was their actual camp, which is really, heartfelt to see just those little pieces of their campsites and how they were living back then. You can only imagine what it looked like. Right. But just to see their tents.
Yeah, and to see that. Yeah. And to move through the various stages of her artwork and her pieces. Yeah. And just to relive that moment, just a bit. Relive that moment just a bit in her display. Yeah, it was very moving.
Was very heartfelt and you know, really did touch us. So even now when I think about it, it's very touching. So but there were some really good. I liked both of the exhibits. So for Women's History Month, if you have not had a chance or an opportunity to check out more College of Art and Design, I think we would definitely give it 2 thumbs up.
Yes, absolutely.
Those 2 exhibits were really amazing. So
absolutely, and more colleges also. We also did some other things too. So we checked out the Olo Solo Gallery.
Oh yes, that was fun.
That was really fun. It was really fun to see local talent and to see local talent and to having their pieces on display. And we got so much talent in Philadelphia.
Absolutely. I'm always so impressed. Even when we went to the fashion show, you saw that. I was like, oh, this is so impressive how artistic.
Yeah, the fashion show really like I was so impressed. I was like, this is in our city.
I'm telling you.
And
we're doing
like
things here.
We're doing big things here. Doing big things, and it's really. And I always say it's putting us Philadelphia on the map.
Absolutely.
So we want to show you a couple quick pieces of artwork. So check it out, guys.
Yes.
I got really need to check back on a couple things because I was like really great artworrt that we saw throughout that gallery.
Very young, fresh, vibrant. The colors.
Yes.
Even the artists themselves were, you know, you could tell they were new artists, and they were just, you know, even them themselves, they were kind of hungry and, you know, fresh and new. Even when we chatted with them a little bit, so there were a couple of artists there that we actually did want their pieces. So
yeah, we did.
Yeah, so
I like a couple things for like the home, and like I said, it's very creative. I love like pieces that, you know, you come into my home and you're like, well, who did that? It's like, you know, so I definitely think that local Philly artist support. We definitely want to make sure that we support our local Philly artists. So we'll definitely be attending a future event with them. Olo Solo Gallery West. Parkway. So took in the Parkway. So probably just nice to be able, especially after all the storms that we've been having and like, you know, crazy weather.
Back to back.
To be able to still take in some of this, the sights and sounds of the city. So we did a little bit more calming event. We did the water fountains. Oh, now those were amazing. When you told me about that, I was like, what is a water fountain?
I know. Because when you hear of it, you think of something else, right?
Right.
Until you saw it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And there are 4 of them. They're along the Parkway in different parts of the Parkway. And so put on by the Parkway Museum District. Okay. So yeah, so let's take a quick peek. Look at a little short clip of the fountains. How beautiful was that?
That was beautiful.
It's like a dome.
I don't want to touch
it, but
it's like a dome. I mean, I got pretty close on it.
Did you touch it?
No, I didn't touch it.
I wonder if it was like fiberglass or if it was like
I didn't touch it because I didn't
break it.
You know, I'll touch something and I'll mess it up. I'll mess the whole design up. They're like, okay, what is going on here? You know, then we have to run, and then it's a whole thing, and then we can't bring you to live in the city because I'm
like,
living.
We weren't there.
I'm living on the run. But
speaking of which, who's coming to town in July?
Beyonce and Jay-Z on the Run Part 2. My name is Home. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway,
I had a Beyonce moment there. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
shake it off. Okay. Shake it off. Woo. Okay.
Yeah. So the water fountains, they will be in town for the rest of the week. I think the 18th is actually their last day, which is Sunday. The 18th, I think, is the last day, and then they'll be taking them down. But again, there are four of them. So if you are in the art museum area, that side of Center City, you have to just, at night, obviously it's at night, you have to just drive by at least.
Drive by it, or a nice, you can do a romantic stroll.
Yes.
Or a stroll with you know, one of your besties.
Yeah.
Or you could just go and just check it out. Or the kids, take the kids or something. Or just a family event.
Absolutely.
But something that you definitely should check out is really like when we got up on it, like I needed to get close. So I took the video, I went all around the dome, and I was like, this is really pretty. And I think at night with all of the lights, Philadelphia is a really beautiful city at night with all the lights lit up, and it's just the magic of the city. So there's none other like it. So I really enjoyed going out there.
Hopefully you like that.
Yeah, hope that you guys do like it. So we had a really fun event, a really fun weekend.
Yes,
a week, I should say, and we're getting ready for another busy week full of fun adventures and things we can bring to you guys.
Absolutely.
So it would be really, you know what, guys, let us know what you think about some of these events, and if you get a chance to check those out, we would love to hear from you and see, like, you know, how it was, and let us know, like, if you know, if you checked out, you know, again, the water fountains, they'll be going, you know, a couple soon. And just the art galleries and things, and we really would love to know what you think, and if you again had a chance to visit those different sites and attractions,
or if you want us to check anything out for you.
Let us know. Let us know.
To do that as well.
We would totally do that for you.
Don't spend your money. We'll do it for you.
We'll be sure we know how to spend some money now. We know how to spend some money. So.
Oh my God.
So we thank you guys for joining us. We want to make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube. So there's going to be a little sign, little like at the bottom that's going to say subscribe to our channel. So please make sure to do that, because we want to make sure we see you back here next week. Also make sure to go on our Instagram. So we'll make sure to visit us there. We'll have lots of exciting photos and pictures and things that we do throughout the city, in the city throughout the week. So make sure to take a part and join us there.
Living_for_the_city.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again. We're living for the city with Kiki
and Sharice.
Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye.